Strength session number 1, your total body strength workout. Perform 3 non-consecutive days per week, 3 sets of 12 to 15 rep max, resting 30 to 45 seconds between your sets. Your first exercise is a dumbbell squat. Stand with your feet about hip distance apart, dumbbells at your sides. Bend your hips and your knees to about a right angle, keeping your back straight, making sure your knees don't pass your toes. Eyes forward, abdominals. Second exercise will be a dumbbell stepping forward lunge. Step forward to form about a right angle with your front leg. Make sure you perform both sides or both legs. Again, moving on. Your first upper body exercise will be a lat pull down for the muscles in your back and your arms. Grab about shoulder distance apart or a little bit wider and pull the bar just to your chin, leading with your elbows. Keep the abdominals engaged and eyes forward, and make sure to pull to the front rather than the back. Exercise number 4 in the sequence is a supine chest press. Dumbbells in the hands, pushing up until your arms are straight on top of the upper arms are just about level to the floor, with the abdominals engaged. And working over to a push-up, bodyweight push-up with a dumbbell row. So we're performing a dumbbell one-arm row next. Combination movement, excellent for the core. A little more challenging than it looks. Can also be performed down on the knees. Just be sure. Keep the abdominals once again pulled up tight and the neck in line with your spine. Okay, moving over to a seated shoulder press using the dumbbells. Sitting erect with the dumbbells down at your sides. Press straight up without locking the elbow joints. And bring the dumbbells back to your shoulders. Let the elbows just fall naturally in line with your spine. Sequence is a tricep pulley press down. Be sure to lighten the load since this is a single joint exercise. Start with your hands about shoulder distance apart. Extend the elbows without bringing them gripped into the sides. And bring the hands just about chest level to finish the movement. And avoid swinging the arms back and forth. Standing, alternating biceps curl will follow the triceps extension. As one arm travels up, the other travels down. There's a side view. Avoid swinging the arms back and forth, and once again, abs tight, knees soft. And finishing up, wrapping up with some core training. You'll start with the elbow bridge. This can be performed with the knees down for an easier modification. Keep the abdominals engaged. Moving on to the side bridge. Keep the body in a streamline from ankles to head. Both sides will be performed here. And each move is held for about 30 to 45 seconds. Imagine the ribs and the hips on these side bridges pulling up together so you can keep that nice straight diagonal line. And the last exercise to wrap up here is called a Russian twist. Sit with your feet on the floor, knees bent. Lean back until you feel some tension. Rotate from your belly button. And imagine placing something on the floor from your right to left side. And lifting the feet for a little more challenge. Your flexibility training, perform after your workouts, hold for 15 to 30 seconds each, and make sure you stretch all major muscle groups in the workout. So the first stretch is up the wall stretch for your hamstrings. And be sure to perform on both sides. Leg would go in the doorway, leg goes up the wall. Press the knee into the wall until you feel that stretch at the back of the leg. Followed by a rotation stretch for the low back, the outer hip. Just bring the knee across the body, and you can add a little chest stretch by extending the arm out to the side at a diagonal to the knee. Once again, perform on both sides. And working over into a runner's lunge or a kneeling lunge stretch. Front knee is right over the ankle, hips pressed into the floor, back knee behind the hip. It'll stretch out the front of your hips. To a standing chest stretch. Just rotate the body, reach into the wall or hold onto an object and twist away from your arm until the stretch is felt across the chest and shoulder. Overhead tricep stretch, followed with a lateral bend, so the back of the arm and the lateral waist. Press the hips toward one wall and lean to the opposite side. Upper back stretches, pressing the hands down along the sides of the hips and the chin toward the chest, shoulders heavy. Tilt laterally to one side, ear towards shoulder. and to the opposite side to get the lateral muscles in the neck and the upper back. And last two stretches here. One for your quadriceps, so you want to grab that foot, pull the heel up against the seat, point the knee straight down a bit, and you'll finish with a calf stretch for each leg. Right on.